Are you worried about rising prices and about what inflation is doing to the value of your money? Hi, I'm Tom Crosshill, and in this video, I want to discuss why inflation is your financial enemy number one and what you should do about it. You know, growing up, I had this neighbor. It was an old guy, smart guy, but he had a very difficult life. So he was living in a rundown house. Everything was broken. He had a tiny pension, couldn't afford anything. But he was a real saver, you know. With his low income, he still managed to put aside money and save it, like year after year after year. He wanted to save and renovate his house at some point. But this was going on for years and years. I mean, I was little and he was saving, and I was growing up and going to school and he was saving, and I left for university and he was still saving. And then, like, after maybe 15 years of this, like, finally he'd saved up something like 4,000 or 5,000 euros. And he was proud of it. I mean, it was a real accomplishment for him. I mean, it's something that we celebrate in our society, right? People who are disciplined, who budget, who save money, right? He was so proud that he'd managed to save up this money to renovate his house. But to me, looking at it from the side, it was heartbreaking, because I realized that in our country, over the period that he'd been saving, prices had gone up, well, at least twice. So the value of his money was half of what he thought it would be when he started saving. He'd been putting aside money year after year after year. And now, I mean, what he could actually do with it. I mean, what can you renovate with 4,000 or 5,000 euros? Nothing much, right? So I thought it was like a tragedy. It was a real an educational moment for me. I realized that inflation is like a tax. It's a tax on hard-working savers. If you're really poor, if you're like living from paycheck to paycheck, then of course inflation is a big problem. If prices go up, it's very unpleasant. It's difficult to pay the bills. But on the whole, salaries tend to go up with inflation. So long term, it doesn't cause such big problems. If you are rich, then inflation is also not much of a problem. Like, everybody who is rich invests. If you don't invest, you don't stay rich. All the dynasties, they invest their money and they protect against inflation. The middle class and hard-working people, disciplined people who are saving from their salary or from their pension, I mean, these are the people who are getting taxed, because a lot of them don't know anything about investing, or they don't trust investing. They're worried about the risks, so they just keep their money in their bank account or in their mattress. And it's a real kind of pity. It's very unfair the way I look at it. I mean, you can spend years and years and years saving and putting aside money, and then what you can actually buy with that money is a lot less than what it should be. Now, normally, like, we don't care about inflation when it's only a few percent per year. Sure, when there's a war going on and there's a pandemic and inflation shoots up to 8 or 9 or 10%, like, everybody's freaking out. But if the price of ice cream is €1 this year and €1.03 the next year, we don't really care. But we should. Like, even moderate inflation really destroys the value of your money. I mean, think about it. Now, if inflation is 3% per year, it's going to eat up half the value of your money in like 23 years. If it's 4% per year, that drops to 18 years. And if it's 5% per year, then in 14 years, your money has lost half its value. So if you're saving for the long term, for your kids' future, or to buy a house, or to start a company, or just to have a nice retirement. I mean, if you're just saving money and not investing it, it's such a pity. It's such a waste. Now, the thing is, you probably knew about this, right? I'm not telling you something new. You knew that inflation was eating up the value of your savings, right? Actually, I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Did you know about this a year ago? How about 5 years ago? Maybe 10 years ago? Did you know that inflation was eating up your savings 10 years ago? And have you been doing something about it? I mean, a lot of us know that inflation is there. We know that it's dangerous. We know that prices are going up. But we're just too busy. You know? We have busy jobs, we have families, we have other things going on, so we just save money, stuff it in our savings account, and we kind of think, okay, yeah, I should invest it. One day I'm going to invest it, but right now I've got this important project or something else going on, and we don't actually do it. But we don't calculate how much it's costing us to delay. I mean, we're literally losing thousands or tens of thousands of euros of value to rising prices just because we're too busy to do something about it. So that's the point of this video. The point of this video is to motivate you, not to tell you something you didn't know about inflation. I mean, you knew that inflation exists, right? But to motivate you, to make a decision, that you're gonna slow down, look at your finances and start fighting inflation, start investing. You need to make a decision, make a plan, and start actually doing it. It makes a huge difference. I was lucky because I had this example of this neighbor and his really kind of sad savings saga, which I saw over the course of many years. So that really motivated me to never let inflation eat up my money. But a lot of people don't have that. Maybe you didn't have that. So if that's the case, I really recommend that you slow down and make the decision to fight inflation and start investing. How do you actually invest to protect your money from inflation? Well, that's a different story. There's quite a bit to discuss there. So I can offer you two solutions to that question. One, you can hit that subscribe button and hit on the bell icon there to get notifications, because over the next few weeks, I'm going to be posting some other videos about reasonable long-term investments, which can help you protect against inflation. Or if you want to learn faster, I've got a masterclass on investing that I run from time to time. So if you're watching this video and right now, if this link is popping up on your screen, that means the masterclass is open. There's going to be a free masterclass soon and you can sign up for it. Now, so at the masterclass, we cover in detail how inflation destroys your money and what you need to do to fight it effectively. So if you're interested in that, click on that link and sign up and I'll see you in the masterclass. But otherwise, hit subscribe, watch out for the next video and I'll see you soon.